Equipment for Living via the film Chocolat by Samantha Williams for Communication Fluency 601. Chocolat is a British-American film that was released in December of 2000. The movie revolves around a woman, Vian, and her daughter, Anouk, who arrive in a small French town right after about 10 years after the war in the 1960s. Vian is a single mother who was never married, and when she moves into this small French town, she opens up a chocolate shop. As she's opening up the chocolate shop, the town is beginning the season of Lent. Lent is a Catholic holiday that tries to bring people closer to God by giving up things that could be considered sinful or a distraction from the religion. The Comte, the mayor of the small French town, believes things such as parties, alcohol, sweets, meats, and other certain items are considered too sinful and too much of a distraction and outlaws them from the town. Vian and her daughter are shunned by the mayor and the town because she has decided to open up a chocolate shop during this season and because she is an outsider that the comte or mayor sees as being everything that he is against. Chocolat acts as a equipment for living for those that are faced with adversity. This film teaches one to stand up for their beliefs and continue to stay strong and optimistic, even when everything seems dark and difficult. This film also gives insight in how being shunned and met with such negativity can affect a person. During the film, Vian, the main character, as well as a few other who have been shunned by the community, stay positive and stay true to themselves, even though at every turn they are met with adversity, negativity, and people that are against everything they stand for just because somebody else has decided that is so. Kenneth Burke has a well-known essay discussing literature being used as equipment for living by people. He gives the example of proverbs, but he discusses the use of plays and stories as well and how they can be used by people to explain something in their life or help them come to a certain decision about something in their life. McGowan explains further that the background of a person determines how they will react to a situation and with whom they will relate to within the literature. Young continues on with McGowan's research and discusses how viewers can consciously interpret symbolic potential of a film and how they use these interpretations to negotiate the struggles of their everyday life. Ballard's paper discusses cinema therapy and how the use of films provide an effective vehicle for expressing thoughts and the feelings in a safe way. She discusses the benefits of using film to help a person cope with conflicts and trauma. Sharp, Smith, and Cole wrote a scholarly article breaking down the use of film as equipment for living into 3 stages: identification, catharsis, and insight. These are the 3 stages a viewer goes through in watching the film, and how they identify with the film can illustrate parts of their own life and psyche. For my paper, I want to take the research done by the previously mentioned scholars and create an experiment that takes 25 individuals of different ages and backgrounds, lets them watch the film, and then puts them in a group that discusses how they each related to the film, who they related to most, how they reacted emotionally to the film, and how what's happening in the film can relate to current events. I would also want to do one-on-one discussions with each participant, going further into detail for these questions. I'm hoping that this experiment can conclude that Film has a emotional effect on people, but it can also help with thought processes and decision making. This experiment will also show how films can be used to open lines of communication between people. Thank you very much.